Girl, you better can't cook. Think you know you pay your pretty look. You want to live a restaurant and come done man bank book. Cook, recipe book. Why in the kitchen cause you and them no look. You better cook. Think you know you pay your pretty looks. You want to live a restaurant.
Okay guys, welcome once again to Lex-cook kitchen. Today I am going to show you how to make that brown stew fish. Okay, brown stew fish. All right, so as you can see, I am starting off with my coconut oil. That's what's in the pot right now. I'm just melting it. Yeah, just place my little spoon there, and let's start off with making the sauce. I like to make my sauce because fish cook very easily. So right now I am just adding all my veggies, which is my sweet pepper, 3 different colors, my carrots, my onions, my allspice, green onion, and all those goodies that will make this fish very, very yummy. My fish is already seasoned, as you can see the previous video that I posted. That's how you marinate the fish. So now it's time to cook it. But first of all, what I'm doing here is just making the gravy for the fish. So right now I'm making the brown stew gravy. All right, so everything is in the pot right now, and what you want to do is just kind of saute all the vegetables. All right, I'm sauteing the vegetables right now. Yeah, you don't want to cook it all the way. You just want to cook it enough where it's not too soft, because you're going to boil it a little. So just cover the pot and let it sit for a good 15 minutes. And not 15 minutes, but at least 5 minutes, and then check it again. So the whole process might take about 15 minutes. All right, so what I'm doing here, I'm adding some seasoning, because while you saute, while it kind of cook a little, you want it to have flavor. So you want to add your little seasoning. As you can see, I love my Sazon. I always use it. I use it on pretty much everything. That's why I have to have a big one in the kitchen, because I do use Sazon a lot. Okay. I dropped the spoon. Don't worry, I did wash it off before I go back in the pot. Okay. So yes, I am sauteing with my vegetables, my onions. And now I put some seasoning, and I just keep checking it over and over just to make sure that it's not burning. Put the stove on like medium low. That way you're not frying it, you're just sauteing it on low. Now I'm adding some water, because now what I want to do is start my gravy. Okay, so now you add the water, kind of turn up the stove a little. You can put it like on medium high. Yeah, that's what I'm doing there, on medium high, and cover it and let it go to boil. Well, what I'm doing again, I'm pretty much adding a little bit more seasoning, because when you add the water, it might be a little fresh, so you want to add some more seasoning to get it to the taste that you want it. Not salty, not fresh, but just to the taste that you want it. So you taste it after you add all the seasoning to the water. So I'm just adding more seasoning because I add water to it. So I want my gravy to have that good taste. I'm just gonna cover it and be back when it starts boiling. Here it goes. Now, when you're making brown stew fish, it's very different from steamed fish. You're making brown stew, so you want to add some browning to give it that brown color. That's how you get your color when you're making brown stew. Anything is adding the browning. All right, so now that I had my browning, as you can see, it did change a little bit. So you don't want to add too much browning. You want to be very careful on the browning, because browning can be very bitter. So as you can see, I'm being very careful adding the browning. Okay, and just taste it. As long as it have that good taste, then you are good to go. And at this point, I feel like I am good to go. I am tasting it. Yeah. And just right. All right. Just right. Yeah. So now I'm going to cover it and just let my veggies cook. Now, you definitely need to add butter to your fish, because butter, butter, especially on steamed fish, butter give it a nice taste. You want to add a lot. In my steamed fish, I add a lot of butter. Here in the brown stew fish, I'm not going to add too much because, I already fry up the fish with oil, and I'm already going to use oil to fry up the fish and all that. Now I'm going to add my ketchup, because you want that gravy to be nice and thick. So you're going to add enough ketchup, okay? Right now I'm not measuring anything because I pretty much know how much I want to add to my gravy. But if you're not sure, you want to measure. But I just add enough, and I taste it, and if I feel like it want more, I'll add more. All right, so there is my gravy. It's getting thick. Yes, it's boiling nicely. I feel like it needs some more ketchup, so I'm just adding some more ketchup in it. All right, so I just rest my spoon right there. Now you can add a little bit of sugar. I like to use honey, so I want my brown stew fish to have a little, sweet. It's not gonna be sweet, but just a little dash of sweet. Okay, so I am using honey. If you want, you can use sugar, preferably brown sugar. Okay, as you can see, my gravy look like it's getting a little thick there. Yes, so yeah, I think that's good enough. I really think this is good enough. All right, so I am definitely coming to the end of this. All right, so what I'm gonna do is turn off the stove and put away my gravy until my fish is ready for it, guys. All right, here we go. Now we are ready to fry up the fish. So here I have my very white Dutch pot. I have my canola oil. I love to use canola oil. You can use vegetable oil, whatever oil that you use, but this is just my preference. All right, when you're frying up the fish, you don't want to use too much oil. All right, not too much oil. You want to use just a little, because we're not boiling the fish here in oil. We're just frying the fish. Now, when I'm frying up my fish, I don't like it to be smelly, so I add pimento seeds, which is allspice. I add about 6 of them in the oil. And also, I want to add my pepper. Well, first of all, garlic. Yeah, well, my Scotchbonet pepper. I'll add that first. A whole Scotchbonet pepper. All right. So, okay, yeah, that's how I do it. You don't have to do it that way. This is just fry up the way fish. All right, so what I'm doing here, I drying my fish. That way, too much oil don't get pop up in the air, or it can pop in your face, and you don't want that. So I'm drying my fish first before I put it in there. All right, so here I kind of speed up the video because it's just gonna be frying, and if you don't know how to fry a fish as yet, well, you can just watch this video and you will learn. Okay, so right now the fish is frying up, and I'm just getting it nice and brown. At this point, you want to turn down your stove maybe on medium high because you don't want your fish to burn. Okay, so I'm pretty much just frying all the fish that I have, and on medium high. I don't want my fish to burn, because if you have it on high, it will burn, and you do not want burn of fish. This is what it looks like when it's finished, nice and crispy. All right, so now we are going to add the gravy. So now the brown stew fish begin. So what I'm doing, I'm adding a little gravy to the pot from the sauce that I made, my brown stew sauce. It's nice and golden. All right, so I'm adding some to the bottom. All right, to base the pot. All right, at that point I did wash out my pot and have a nice and clean pot. Now I'm going to place my fish in the gravy that's in the base of the pot. So you're just going to place the fish nicely. All right, if you have too much fish, you can just place it on top of each other. Okay, Just fix it nice and neat in the pot. That way everybody can get that nice sweet gravy when you pour it on top. All right, so now we're ready. What I do first is just take out the veggies and just kind of spread it all over the fish. All over. Yes. See how nice it looks already? You should smell it. Oh my God. All right, so I'm just putting the veggies all over, spread it out. Everybody should be covered. All right, nice. And then now I'm going to pour the sauce on top to make that nice gravy. Oh my God, look at that. It is so yummy. Guys, you should smell this. You know, when you think of fish smell, you think of, ew, oh, it's so fishy. Not this fish in Gaffle Kitchen. It smells so good. And it's just based off all the ingredients that I put in the gravy, all the garlic and all that good stuff. It smells very, very delicious, guys. All right, so just go ahead and just cover the pot. You're not going to cook it. The fish is already cooked. The gravy is already cooked. You just want to put it on very medium low at this point so it can steam just for like 2 minutes. No more than 2 minutes, guys. All right, so I'm going to show you in a minute the finishing dish with the rice and peas and just, oh, all right. So there you go, guys. Thank you. Thank you guys so much for watching. And please subscribe. New videos weekly. So tune in and make your comments below. Request new videos. Hit that subscribe button. Cheers to you guys.
Y'all better can't cook. Think you know you pay your pretty look. You want to live a restaurant.